What law stops me from coming into a public place with a tea?
That's where you're on.
Ma'am, you stopped me from traveling for a tea and a coffee. I think it's petty. Judge, Your Honor, no one here has said I'm disturbing the peace except for this officer.
Now this is ridiculous. Cops stopped him while he was drinking a sweet tea and a coffee. This man had come out for a Friday night public event, a football game held on city property. He and his wife had planned to relax, watch the game, and enjoy a drink while sitting in the stands. A coffee for him, a sweet tea for her. They walked toward the entrance like everyone else, ticket money in hand. But before they could reach the gate, two officers stepped in, stopping them mid-path. The reason wasn't security or suspicion, it was the drinks. They were told they couldn't enter with coffee and tea. There was no sign posted, no warning ahead regarding this, an abrupt order from a uniformed officer claiming it was policy. The man wasn't confrontational. He had been through situations like this before, enough to know the difference between a rule and a law. He asked the simplest question possible: what law am I violating? The silence that followed said everything. The officers started quoting regulations, referring to administrative control and access points, but none of it carried the weight of an actual statute. The conversation circled endlessly, moving from property rights to safety procedures and back again. The irony was obvious. The only disturbance came from the people enforcing a rule that didn't exist in law. But the man knows his rights. He knows the difference between policy and law. And when he starts explaining that difference, the reaction says it all. More backup units arrive, turning it into a full-blown confrontation.
All right, here's the thing. At this point, you're saying you can bring it in, so what you're doing is you're going against a lawful order. The lawful order is...
It's not a lawful order, ma'am. What's your name and your badge number?
You are disturbing the peace.
What is your name and your badge number, ma'am? I'm not disturbing the peace. I'm coming up here. Y'all disturbing the peace.
You're not listening.
You stopped me from going into an event. I didn't stop you. How am I disturbing the peace?
Are you going to let me talk?
Ma'am, I have every right to talk.
You do, but I do too.
You may speak. It's a give and take, but by all means, speak.
All right. So, at this point right now, you are disturbing the peace.
No, ma'am. Who's the complainant? You?
The school system and everybody
Ma'am,
around
who is the
us.
complainant? You can't be the complainant just because you say that.
Okay. All right. The school does not allow...
Ma'am, I know my laws too. I'm not a fly-by-night. I know. And y'all know you're wrong. You know that if I go in there, all you're going to do is cost the taxpayers and your department money. That's all you're going to do, because I will fight it and I will see you in court. All of y'all. And you're going to lose your qualified immunity too, because you absolutely know what I'm saying.
Continue disturbing the peace.
Ma'am, I'm not disturbing the peace. Who again has said I'm disturbing the peace?
Talk yourself into it. That's fine.
Who, Judge, Your Honor, no one here has said I'm disturbing the peace except for this officer right here.
And prior to that, you were being very loud. And you were being very
Ma'am,
argumentative.
you stopped me from traveling for a tea and a coffee. I think it's petty.
It is the policy.
I don't care about policy, ma'am. We're talking law.
Okay.
What law stops me from coming into a public place with a tea?
That's where you're on. This is not a public place. This is private property.
Sir, I'm still waiting for him. He's had 2 hours now to pull it up. Y'all haven't pulled it up. You know why you haven't pulled it up? Because you'll never pull it up. It is a public, my tax dollars funded. And just because you can lie to me doesn't make it true.
Well, you're not bringing it in. You can't bring it in.
You can say whatever you want, ma'am. You can say whatever you want.
This says you can. This is ChatGPT though.
Do you have tickets already? Either side? Do you have tickets already?
You can. I mean, it says,
No?
yeah. Oh, I can read it to you.
I mean, it's not that I'm trying to be an ass. It's that I have a right to come on to public property that I fund.
And they make the rule. I didn't, we didn't make these
I
rules
don't
either.
care
You know what
about
I'm saying?
rules,
I just,
sir.
yes.
What law would I be breaking? How can you enforce a rule? What comes first, rule or laws?
You're okay.
What comes first?
Because this is the administration. They allow...
Sir, what comes first?
High school in Georgia can enforce
Rules
no
or law? What comes first? What did you take an oath to enforce?
So
The Constitution
they, as
or
the
their
administrators
rules? I don't care
of
about
Sequoia High
that, sir.
School have the right to not allow you into the premises.
No, they
if you
don't.
don't follow the rules.
No, they don't. How do they have a right?
Because this is
What
private
law
property.
am I breaking?
This is private property.
This
They
is
can
not
make up any
private
rules that
property.
they want to.
This is not private
Yes, it
property.
is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
You're absolutely 100% wrong.
Do you think that you have access to that building right now?
I can go into your department. Tell me I can't.
it's closed right now.
I can go in there, I can film. I have a right to film you in the course of your
During
duties.
business hours, you can. But in a controlled access point, which this is a controlled access
Sir,
point,
I don't
you
care
do not
about
have
this
free access.
controlled access point. You're here. The only thing I had to do was pay an admission and walk in. This is not controlled. This is not a secured.
Sure is.
How is it secured, sir?
Because we have administrators that are checking to make sure nobody carries in
is
water
a
bottles. You're
public
not allowed
event.
to carry in bags.
It is
Georgia
a-
law
what
sets
law
school board
says
to
that I
adopt
can't?
policy conducting control and access. If a visitor refuses to comply, they can be directed to leave. That's where we're at right now. So again,
What would I
Georgia
do?
law lets the school board adopt policies for their property.
Where did you read that at? Where are you getting this from?
I'm getting from online. OCGA 16721.
I like to hear
That's
it.
the law.
So anyways, what was your name, badge number?
I'm Officer Chapman. My badge number is 109.
And yours?
Conrad, Officer Conrad, 128.
And yours, sir?
Mike Dames 129.
And yours in the background, sir. What was your name? 132. I appreciate it. And again, I'm not trying to be a, but again, you're being a little. You think that's very professional?
No, I think that you're acting very irrational, and your tune, as soon as you started recording
Sir.
that, your attitude's changed 100%.
Sir.
And I have it all recorded too, so
That's
we're going
fine.
to go.
Again, I'm going to request it. So that's fine. You can have it recorded.
So what are
but
we
I'm
going to do
telling
here?
you,
Do you want to come into the game?
I'm going to go into the game. Whether you arrest me or not, I'll take the arrest again. I'm happy to take
Then
it.
get your ticket and go in the
You know,
game.
if y'all want to pay off my mortgage, let's do it. I'll take the night in
You're
jail.
welcome to come in the game. We don't
So
have
if you want to buy your ticket this point and go in the
All
game,
right, we
please
want
be my
everyone to
guest.
be happy and come in. I mean, there's no reason for
absolutely
this.
want you to come in the
All
game.
the
And I want to go into the game. And I didn't want all this confrontation.
want all this
I just
either.
wanted to go and pay my money, walk in, sit down, drink my sweet tea that I can't get here, and drink my frappuccino that I paid for.
Well,
What is
sorry
so?
that you
What is?
can't bring
What
your
is?
drink in
What is?
here.
No, you're
Unfortunately, you
not.
can't
No,
bring
you're
outside
not.
food or
You're just being condescending. You're not anything.
Unfortunately, the regulations for the school games are
You're just pissed off you couldn't do anything
you
about
can't
it.
bring in outside food.
You're doing my job.
And that's that's every high
To
school.
stop me from walking on the public property, that's your job.
That's every high school.
I've already
in
explained it
Cherokee
to you.
County
I'm not
can't
going
do
to
it,
explain it to you
okay?
again.
So you're
so.
welcome to come into the game. You just can't bring everything that you brought. Okay?
Y'all have a blessed evening. Okay?
This woman walked into the shop in the morning planning to get some food and a drink. She had only been inside for about 15 or 20 minutes when the situation began. She says she was at one of the counters, the regular side, where customers order. She had planned to grab a soda and a Gatorade before leaving. As she moved around, the manager came out and stopped her. He stood in front of her and told her she couldn't be there, saying, "I told you yesterday." She was confused because she hadn't been in that store the day before at all. She told the officer that she had been somewhere else entirely, but the manager claimed otherwise, saying she had been there and caused a problem. When the officer arrived, she immediately explained what had happened. She asked to speak to the manager directly, hoping to clear things up. Now, the real question, did the officer actually listen to her side of the story, or just follow the trespass order and walk away? Watch the full video and see for yourself.
Okay, I just came in here maybe 15, 20 minutes ago, and I was gonna get some food, and I set it down on the other counter, not this truck counter here, but the other counter, like right by there, and I was gonna go get some a soda and some Gatorade, and the manager, black man, African American man with dreads or whatever, like a ponytail dread, came out and stood directly in front of my walking. Actually walking to the area. Okay. You can't come in here. You're restricted. I told you that yesterday. I was not in here yesterday at all.
Okay.
I was not. I was elsewhere.
Okay. So your complaint is that they told you to leave
Well,
and
he
said
said-
you
he
can't
said
be
he-
here even though you can?
Well, apparently he said I'm trespassed, but where's the trespass notice?
All right. Well, we can look up your name and see if there was anything from there yesterday. Is that okay?
Yeah, I have
Do you have any type of ID on you that we can look at?
excuse me. In my wallet. Hold on. It'll take me a little bit here because I'm holding the phone. It's a paper ID. but
Paper's fine.
It's no known address.
Not as concerned about the address.
Okay, just give me 1 sec.
We'll be right back. We'll look up the records, okay?
Okay, I'll wait here. What's going on? I'd like to know.
I'm gonna talk to him first, and then we'll figure it out from there.
All right, thank you.
right.
First of all, that's all. I didn't get a chance to argue. I was not in here yesterday.
Okay. So apparently you were here yesterday.
No, I was not here yesterday.
Okay, I'm just telling you what he told me.
I was not here yesterday.
Regardless.
I was not here
Okay.
yesterday.
Okay, that's fine. And again, I'll repeat. I am just repeating what he just told me if you didn't hear all of it, okay? Regardless, he says you were here yesterday. Maybe it was a different day. I don't know. But he said that he asked you to leave based on your behavior in the store. Okay? So today, he asked you to leave again, and now this time he officially wants you trespassed. Okay?
I'll leave, but I don't want to.
Okay, so I'm not charging you with trespassing.
Okay, it's just asking me to
I'm
leave.
just telling you that you are officially trespassed now. Okay?
Okay, I don't understand why he could just tell me that, and
So the business or the representatives of the business have the right to trespass people at will from their properties. They have the right to do that. Okay?
You're not taking. It's just proof you're not taking my side of the consideration.
So you can tell me everything that happened, and I will document it gladly.
I told you I was not here yesterday. Why aren't you doing a little?
Regardless of that, like I told you, I'm just telling you what he told me, okay? And I'm documenting that what you told me and what he told me.
Really, but are taking his side of the story again.
Okay, but regardless,
I was not. I'm telling you. Okay, then hold on. I was telling you right now. I'm looking straight in the face. I was not here in this establishment yesterday. Okay. I can backtrack.
So
I went to Subway in Columbia Heights, right by that big park. Oh, excuse me. I didn't mean food flying here.
Yeah. So Beth, here's the deal. Okay, we can take yesterday out of the equation. All right, forget about yesterday. He's telling me that he wants you to leave today, and now he wants you trespassed, okay? From whatever happened today. He has the right to do that, okay?
Where's his proof? You
can call the business and get proof if you want. And
really? Doesn't he have to provide proof of why he wants me trespassed?
Your behavior.
No, I'm asking you a question. I'm looking straight in the face.
He does not have to provide proof, no.
He does not have to provide what?
He does not have to provide proof to you of what happened. He's telling me that he wants you trespassed based on your behavior.
Excuse me. There should be some sort of law in Minnesota said that the owner has to provide.
Here's the deal. Okay. Right now it's a civil thing because you are not being charged with any crimes at the moment. All right. But you are being trespassed from this location. I am telling you verbally, which counts. You are being trespassed from. At 37 nights. You cannot return for 1 year. If you do, you'll be cited for trespassing. That would be a charge. If you return again after that, within that 1 year period, you can go to jail. Okay?
All right. I understand.
You understand?
So, the thing is, I don't understand. There should be a law that says the owner has to provide proof of why.
But
there should be.
There's no crime right now.
I know, but
That's
still.
Why it's a civil thing. If there had to be proof for something, that would have to be evidence of a crime. There's no crime right now.
Then why are you only listening to his side of the story, and why?
I listened to your side of the story.
What's your?
You said you weren't here.
All I wanted to get food and leave.
Yeah, and he told you to leave.
I did leave.
Yeah, but now you're still on the property. But you being officially trespassed?
Because I called you guys. I was waiting for you guys. I told dispatch.
Yeah.
That I would meet you near the property, and I did.
And I listened to it. You said you came in here to get some food. And you said the manager came down and he told you to leave. And he was in your way.
Wait a minute, that's a catch-22. I told dispatch I would meet you guys near the property.
Just because you called first doesn't mean that you have the right to stay here, even if they want you gone.
You don't have the right to use when I came back to the property and meet you.
Okay, so Beth, here's the deal. Okay.
The reason I came back to the property is to meet you.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm not playing.
I'm not upset about that. Okay. So Beth, here's the deal though. We're at the end here. All right. So you are trespassed from here. I explained the conditions and the consequences. You now need to leave the property. Sidewalk is okay. On the property. This is the property. That's the property. That's the property. Sidewalk is not the property.
Because I wanted to meet you there.
That's fine. That is not a violation. But if you don't leave within the next minute, you will be cited for trespassing. Okay.
I will leave. Thank you. Let me give me a minute to check.
Pack up and head on out.
Okay. Let me pack up my and get out.
Yeah. Yep. Go ahead.
Thank you for watching. 2 different encounters. One message that never changes. In the first clip, a man is stopped for drinking coffee during a football match on public property. In the second, a woman walks into a shop for food and ends up trespassed with no proof, no paperwork, and no chance to defend herself. Both moments show what happens when policy gets treated like law and authority goes unchecked. That's why standing up for your rights matters, because once you stop questioning, they stop explaining. Filming and asking questions aren't acts of defiance, they're protection. Every time someone records an encounter like this, it exposes how easily power can override reason when nobody's watching. The camera keeps the story honest. The questions keep the truth alive. The original videos are linked below. Make sure to check them out. We'll see you in the next one.